for today's video, I am going to be decluttering all of my cheek products. I was debating whether I should do powder and cream in separate videos or the same video, but I'm going to be doing them in the same video. I'm really hoping to downsize quite a bit. There are a lot of cheek products that I own that I barely use, and I just feel like they could be rehomed or, you know, donated, because like there's a lot of products that I like have barely used. So we'll see. I am also going to be doing bronzer, blush, and highlight all in this video. I am going to go ahead and show you guys the drawers now. So in this drawer right here, these are all of my powder cheek products. There's a lot of products in here that I really don't use because I am a big cream product girl. And then coming over to this drawer, this one is really where I'm going to have to like be kind of cutthroat, honestly. There's just like a lot of products in here, and I love cream products, but I really just don't need this many. So I don't know, it's gonna be a little bit hard. I do have a ton of cheek products here, and these are like, I would say my like daily like go-to, but then I have like my Cover FX duos right here, and I don't ever use these. I actually don't like the quality of these at all. Yeah, this is a lot. How does it get like this? I really don't know. What I'm going to do, what I like to do for all of my declutters really is separate by category. So I am going to do bronzer, blush, and highlight. All right, I have my piles. These are all of my bronzers. These are my blushes, these are my highlights, and then I have duo products over here that I couldn't like specifically categorize, and then I have my palettes right there. I think it would be easiest for me to go through my palettes real quick. First palette is this cute little Milani blush palette. I am going to be keeping this. I recently picked it up, and I just feel I like all of these colors. I am going to be parting ways with the Flower Beauty highlight palette. Although this palette is very nice, I love the highlights, they're very nice and buttery. I hardly ever reach for this palette. I don't know, I'm just not a big highlight person anymore. This palette is from Makeup Revolution. It is, I think it's from their newer XX Revolution line. I never ever reach for this palette. It just, that color is not really for me. And yeah, I don't reach for it. It's been barely touched, so hopefully I can rehome this. Next is this small Well People palette. Again, I don't really reach for this too often, although I do love a palette that comes with a good bronzer, blush, and highlight. Let me look at this one. What does this look like? The cheek one. Actually, I think I'm gonna part ways with the cream cheek palette and keep the regular trio. That's what I'm gonna do. This is an Urban Decay trio. I like this one a lot. I feel the colors suit me pretty well. I'm going to be keeping it. This is from Believe Beauty. This was like a Dollar Tree makeup brand. I did a full face of Believe Beauty. The products were pretty impressive, but I probably haven't used this since I filmed that video back in February. So I am going to be getting rid of this one. This is the Tarte Pro Glow and Blush palette. I'm gonna keep this one. It just has like a lot of options, so I'm going to go ahead and keep this. The next palette is the e.l.f. Cream Blush palette. You know what? I actually think I'm gonna part ways with this. I feel the only shade I would use is this one right here. It's just really not worth it for me to keep the whole thing when I literally have so many other choices. I am going to keep this Juvia's Place blush palette, and this is a Too Faced palette. I never use this. This is the Turn Up the Light. I have it in medium. I never use it, so I'm going to pass that along. While we are over here, I might as well go through my little duos that I have. This is the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette. I'm going to see if my sister wants this palette because I just don't really need it. There's nothing really wrong with it, but it didn't really wow me. Next, I have these Cover FX duos that I had gotten for like a 21 Days of Beauty sale, so I didn't pay full price for them. And I gotta tell you, these were probably like one of the most underwhelming products I've ever used. I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna keep them. They're like a wasted space. They look beautiful. I love the packaging of them. I just wish that these were better. The next products I have are the newer e.l.f. duos. These are like $3 each. They're so cheap. I am going to keep these. I gotta tell you though, I don't love them. Like, they're not like a staple of mine. They're not a super duper favorite, but I think I'm gonna keep them just for reference. I also think, you know, for $3 they are pretty nice, and I would love to do like a, you know, full face of like makeup under 20 bucks or something, and these would be like perfect for them. Next we have the Kosas cheek products. I'm probably gonna keep every single one of these, although I don't know, they are like kind of old. I am going to keep them. I love the Kosas cheek duos. I don't use them as much as I used to, but maybe these will be like one of those products that I rediscover after I declutter all of this other stuff. All right, first product I know I'm going to get rid of is the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. I don't have anything against the butter bronzer aside from the fact I hate how this smells. I don't understand why this needs to be so heavily fragranted. Like, it's literally sitting so far away from my nose and I can smell it. But regardless of the smell, this color just doesn't, it's like the color of my skin when I get it on my face, so it really just doesn't match me. I'm going to keep the Nabla bronzer. I recently got this. It's a pretty decent formula, just easy to grab. It was in my little top shelf, so I'm going to keep that. I love my Era Perez rice powder bronzer in Roma. A really good bronzer. It looks beautiful on my complexion. We have this Milani bronzer in Soleil, the baked bronzer. The packaging of like their kind of baked products does take up a lot of room. It is pretty shimmery. I think I'm gonna get rid of it. I'm gonna get rid of this bronzer. I don't really use it. We have the Fenty Cream bronzer, keeping. Really, really enjoy it. The only thing is I would maybe consider getting a darker shade. I have the shade Macchiato. I maybe would get a darker shade in this, but I love it. We have a NARS Laguna, just a classic bronzer. Probably wouldn't repurchase it, but I am going to keep it. I have a Wet n Wild bronzer. This is in Sunset Striptease. The only thing I don't love about this bronzer is like it's a little bit more cool tone for me, but I am going to keep it because I do want to do like a full face of Wet n Wild. This is a Revlon Skin Lights bronzer. I think I like how this looks on me. The only thing, like many of the bronzers, I just wish it maybe was like a little bit darker, but I think this was a pretty all over face bronzer, so I'm going to keep it. Also drugstore, so it's nice to have those options. My Chantecaille bronzer, well, I'll never get rid of it. It's phenomenal. So luxe. Kylie Cosmetics, I am going to be getting rid of all my Kylie. That's that on that. This is an Undone Beauty bronzer. I actually really love this product overall. I think the shades up here make for awesome bronzers, and I think the shades over here make for a great highlight. I think mixed all together, great all over face powder, and also an awesome eyeshadow palette. So I'm keeping this for sure. Keeping my Becca bronzer in Bondi Bronze or Bronze Bondi. Bronze Bondi, I always flip that around. This is my favorite bronzer of all time. It's the first bronzer that I ever fell in love with. I will always have this bronzer in my collection. This is a Kosas bronzer. I honestly do not like the Kosas bronzer. Like, I think people like it. I don't like how this looks on me. I do have the shade medium. I feel like the shade looks okay, but I really just don't like it that much. I actually think I'm going to get rid of this bronzer. It's definitely going to get rehomed, but I don't think I want it in my collection. Next bronzer I have is this e.l.f. bronzer. This is sort of like an all-over color bronzer. I'm not going to keep this. I just don't use it that often, but I am definitely going to keep my e.l.f. bronzer in Perpetually Tan. This is a really great, just like matte basic bronzer. So I'm gonna keep this one for sure, and I'm going to pass this one along. This bronzer right here is the Physicians Formula Bronzer Booster. I actually really love this bronzer. It worked for me really well like 2 summers ago, and I didn't really use it past then. I'm not too sure why, but I think I am going to be parting ways with this bronzer. It just is in pretty bulky packaging, and considering I don't use it too often, it doesn't need to be sitting in my collection, taking up space. So I'm going to get rid of that one. My MAC Give Me Sun is a great winter bronzer for me, so I am going to be keeping this bad boy. My Milk bronzer in Baked, I am going to be getting rid of this bronzer. I find the top is just like a little bit too large, and the color is a little bit too light. I do know that they have a darker color, but I mean, whether I pick it up or not is just kind of, it's just going to be based on like how I'm feeling, I guess. Nothing really wrong with this bronzer, but the color just isn't a great fit for me. It's also pretty old, and it's just pretty big. I love, you know, my Physicians Formula bronzer, and it's like much smaller. So parting ways with that. Since it's already in my hand, I'm keeping my Physicians Formula bronzer. This is the Nude Sticks bronzer in Bondi Bay. I think I am going to keep, that always confuses me, I think I am going to keep this bronzer, although it is pretty light, but you know, maybe it could work for me in the winter time. This is the Well People Bio Bronzer, and truthfully, I completely forgot that I owned this bronzer. I think I am going to get rid of this one. I don't know. I forgot it was there. I won't miss it, I don't think. Daniel Sandler Watercolor Liquid Cheek Color in Hot Toddy. Big fat keep for me. I love my Daniel Sandler blushes. They are so good, and yeah, keeping it. This is the Bare Minerals bronzer in the shade Warmth. I am going to get rid of it. It's like kind of really red, so not really what I like in a bronzer. Passing that along. My Oma Beauty Double Take Sculpting Stick I am going to keep. This is the Thrive Cosmetics Sun Chaser bronzer. Keeping it. Good. Compact. This is the Juice Beauty bronzer Phyto Pigment Juice Boost Bronzing Cream Liquid. I don't know. Juice Beauty sent me a ton of products for a full face video. Complexion products were just like way too light, and I was like not good about asking them to like send me other colors, and then the full face just never happened. I remember I used it like one time and it like flaked all over my skin. I think I'm gonna get rid of it. I'm sorry. I don't know. This is the Undone Beauty Water Bronzer. This product is like kind of weird. I am really curious to see the new water highlight. I am going to keep it because I am going to do a full face of Undone Beauty coming up soon, and I do want to keep this just for reference. And then I think I am going to get rid of literally every single RMS product I have. I really don't love, I don't know, I just don't love these products, and I really don't ever use them. Oh, this is another bronzer, pretty similar to the Undone Beauty bronzer, but this one is from Illamasqua, and I do actually like the color of this way better than the Undone Beauty one, but I am going to keep it. I recently got it, so I would like to try that out. Revlon Skin Lights, this is beautiful. It's just not really a highlight I see myself using anytime soon, so I'm gonna get rid of it. This is the Juvia's Place, the Heroine by Juvia, and I actually really like this highlight, so I'm going to go ahead and keep this highlight. This is the original Becca Champagne Pop from like the first launch, so keeping that. I really like it. This is a Physicians Formula Dewy Highlighter. I don't ever use this, and yeah, I'm gonna get rid of it. I don't think I like the color of it too much. It's a little bit dark. This is the Burt's Bees All Aglow. So basically, the Honest Beauty Magic Stick, Magic Balm, is kind of similar. Maybe not. I don't know. I would much rather not keep both of these, and I would rather keep the Honest Beauty one. So I'm going to keep the Honest Beauty one. I'm getting rid of the Burt's Bees one. This is an Ilia liquid highlight, and a lot of the Ilia products are like really luxurious. But I think I'm gonna part ways with this guy. I don't use it too often. Keeping my Essence Pure Nude highlighter. Love this guy. Getting rid of my Kylie Cheers Darling highlight. And also I have the like original salted caramel. Getting rid of that one too. Getting rid of the Revolution XX highlight that I have. Just getting rid of that one. Don't use it. This is such an old highlight, but I'll just continue using it. This is the MAC Softing Gentle, keeping it. This one is the Thrive Cosmetics Dawn highlighter. Oh yeah, I would keep that highlight for sure. So I bought both of these Lorac highlights on sale because like they were really very cheap, and I got my employee discount on top of it when I was working at Ulta, but I never reach for these highlights. I know that they're very pretty. I don't use them, so I'm going to part ways with them while they're fresh and new. This is the NYX High Glass, and really like it. It's a nice, very subtle, very pretty everyday highlighter. Keeping both of my Honest Beauty highlights. This is the one in Dusk Reflection, and then this one, which is my favorite, is in Midnight Reflection. It's so pretty. So I'm keeping both of those. This is a Lancome highlight. I remember I like drooled over this highlight for so long when I was working at Ulta, like freshly working at Ulta, and like I would just pass by this highlight all the time. I would swatch it literally any chance I got. I barely use it. I'm going to keep it because the memes, but I really don't ever use it. This was a MAC highlight that came in a like gift set, and I am going to part ways with it. This is the Lightscapade Mineralized Skin Finish. Going to get rid of it. Oh my gosh. This has Whisper of Guilt in it, and if you guys are like old YouTube watchers, you know Whisper of Guilt. I got this palette literally because it has Whisper of Guilt in it, although I was like upset that I could only get it in this palette because everyone else, not everyone else, but like people had the one that was like in this compact. Do I get rid of it? Even the blush shade is gorgeous in this. This has made it past so many declutters, you guys. Okay, that blush color too. I am going to get rid of my ColourPop Super Shock Cheeks. I never really liked these, and the two colors that I have are pretty dark. I have the shade Might Be, and I have Wisp. And yeah, I'm just gonna get rid of them. They're kind of old. They're a little too dark for me. I have the Anastasia Beverly Hills Amrezy highlight. I am going to keep this. It's just really beautiful. Oh my gosh, you guys. This is like probably one of my top 5 favorite highlights. This is the NARS Fort de France highlight. It's gorgeous. It's nice and soft and beautiful. Keeping it. PYT is like one of those brands. I have a lot of brands that I really want to do like a full face of, and like I wanted to do a full face of, and I just never got around to doing it. I do think I'm gonna keep it just to like keep the opportunity afloat, keep it on the backlog. But yeah, this is a highlight from PYT. I'll get around to it one day, filming a full face. Let me know if you want a full face from PYT. This is the ColourPop Stick Light Stick. I never use this. That color is honestly kind of ugly. I'm gonna get rid of it. It's in the shade if anyone wants to know what this ugly color looks like. Yerth. This is the Chantecaille Face Powder. It's pretty cute packaging, was gifted to me. I think I am gonna keep it just because of how beautiful it is. Oh, wrong pile. Keeping it. Oh my god, I have 4 of the Nude Sticks Magnetic Nude Glimmers. Oh no, why do I have these? Why do I have two of these? Have they both been opened? These two don't look like they've been opened, so I'm definitely going to rehome those because I obviously don't use them. Did I use this one? Yes, I've used this one. How do I feel about it? Oh, cute, 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 cute. Definitely opened up this one. Do these work on the eyes? That's cute too. I'm gonna keep both of those. Another RMS product. Getting rid of it. It's probably like dry. This is the Physicians Formula Butter Highlight. I'm sure this is beautiful. It feels so nice. I never use it. It's pretty dark. It's pretty dark on me. I am going to pass it along. Juice Beauty Juice Boost Phyto Pigment in Illuminating. Going to get rid of it because I got rid of the bronzer. Should I keep the Laura Geller highlight in Gilded Honey? I think I am going to keep it because why not? I'm like at that point because like why not? Oh, another one. Oh my goodness, e.l.f. Baked Blush in Pinktastic. Yes, Pinktastic. The classic Soft and Gentle dupe. The classic. And like I am one of the few people who own this because like e.l.f. completely stopped selling this shade, this like one perfect shade. Keeping it. I'm keeping it because I'm sure like, I don't know. It's just fun to have. I'm keeping it. This is from Topshop. I got this when I was in London visiting my friend John back in my junior year of college. But this is the Chameleon Highlight and Mother of Pearl. It's really pretty. Honestly, like Topshop had some really beautiful like makeup products that were just totally slept on because it was like in such an obscure place. I think I'm gonna keep it just to have. This is the MAC Cream Color Base in Shell. This is an oldie but a goodie. Keeping it. AOA Dewy Cream Highlighter. I'm going to get rid of the highlight, but I think I'm going to keep the blushes when we get down to it. This is the Chantecaille Liquid Highlight. And oh yeah, that's pretty. That's a really nice color. I like it. It's not too dark, not too light. I'm going to go ahead and keep it. I'm getting rid of this Benefit High Beam. I don't think I need that. This is the Becca Cream Poured Shimmering Skin Perfector Poured, which they don't sell anymore. I really love this though, but I have a lot of other things I should use instead. Should I finally get rid of it? Keeping it. I'm keeping it. Lastly, I have the Bare Minerals Highlight in the shade Free. Ooh, this looks really untouched. I'm gonna part ways with it because I don't use it. Someone else will. There's a couple of things in this pile that I know I'm going to just get rid of. First two being these pure cheek products that I have. I don't know why I bought this. I do know why. It was on sale and I need to not do that. I'm usually very good about like not just buying things when they're on sale, but for some reason that one got me. Like, what about this got me? I don't know. Whatever it was, it did, and I am getting rid of it now. And then I have the Pure X Barbie collection, like little highlight number thing. This one was cute, but I just don't ever use these. I never, ever use them, so I'm gonna get rid of them. Other products that I don't really use that often, or really ever, are these blushes that I have from Flesh Cosmetics. This is the Caress and Pulse. I don't use this. I also don't even know where you can buy Flesh Cosmetics anymore, so I am just gonna get rid of that. Oh, I got rid of that. Let's see. Urban Decay discontinued this product, the Lo-Fi Lip Mousse. I bought it thinking it was for cheeks, but it's in fact for your lips. So I'm gonna get rid of it. Ooh, this is the Too Faced Sweetheart blush in Perfect Flush. Oh wait, no, Peach Beach. I wear this blush pretty much every Valentine's Day, but I don't wear it literally any other time of the year. Like, I never ever use it any other time of the year. Valentine's Day is a made-up holiday. This takes up a lot of room. I'm gonna get rid of it. Daniel Sandler blushes are keeping. I love these blushes. I am so happy that I finally was able to like get them and try them out because they are really the best. I want to own literally every single color, but I am gonna keep these because they are so good. They're like the best. I have 3 of these e.l.f. monochromatic multi-sticks. Yeah, they just kind of flopped. I really thought that these would be cuter than what they are, and they just take up space. So I am going to get rid of those. I am going to keep both of my Burt's Bees blushes. I love them. I have one in Toasted Cinnamon, super cute, and the other one in Bare Peach, another cutie shade. Keeping. I have 3 shades, I guess. Yeah, okay, 3 shades of the Nude Sticks blushes. Right off the bat, I'm going to keep In the Nude and Beach Babe, but I am going to get rid of this one, which is Bareback. It just is too light for me, and I don't do like pale pink blushes. But Beach Babe I'm definitely going to keep. It's like a really nice color. And then the other one that I'm going to keep is In the Nude. It's a little bit also on the pale side, but I definitely could still wear it. This is the Thrive Cosmetics cream blush in the shade Dion. I wish I wore this more often, and I really don't. I think the Thrive Cosmetics products are actually super nice, and yeah, I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep that, and I'm going to keep the blush in Angelina because it's very beautiful. Like I said, I was getting rid of all of my RMS products. This is the Lip to Cheek in Spell. It's gross. I'm getting rid of it. I have 2 Stila convertible colors, and I really love these cream cheek products. These are probably like my first cream cheek products I ever tried, to be honest. I'm gonna keep both of them. I think that they're very cute and good staples. I have another Kylie product, getting rid of it. Okay, so I do this super fun thing where I put makeup aside that I want to film a video on, and then I end up never filming that video, and then I also end up never using the products again because they're stashed away in a separate part of my makeup collection because I was intending on using them and I never got around to doing it. So a lot of my liquid blushes, like from the drugstore, that I wanted to do a whole big video on and try them all out and like do a big review for you, let you guys know what to pick up and what to like leave. I never got around to doing it. Let me know if that's something that you guys are still interested in, because I know at this point like some of these like liquid blushes are like really just not new anymore. But let me know because I have a lot of them and they're like, it's kind of preventing me from getting rid of any of them right now because I would maybe like want to do an informative video to show you guys, but I do. Let's just show you guys what I have. I have 3 of the Milani Cheek Kiss liquid blushes, which I actually do like. Not only is the packaging the cutest, but I think that the quality of these are also very nice. So I am going to keep, I'm going to keep those. These are the Milani Cheek Heat liquid blushes, which I don't like as much. They're fine, but they're really not like, they kind of have like a gel moussey consistency, and I don't love that. But I am going to keep it just in case you guys want to see a video. And then I also have the Ulta Beauty Stay Cheeky liquid blushes. I have them in 3 shades, which I did not even realize. I don't think I've ever even tried this one. What is it, like a highlight or something? Why did I buy this? Why did I do that? Oh, okay. She's pretty. So I'm gonna keep that. And I remember like these actually being kind of cute, a lot better than the Clean Fresh from CoverGirl. These were way cuter. What? Chess, I have to use these. I have to use these more often. Okay, I'm gonna put those away. If you guys are into it, I will do like that cheek product video that I needed to do. This is the ColourPop Stick Blush in the shade 25-8, and I am going to get rid of it. I never ever use it, and I'm going to be keeping the Physicians Formula Dewy Blush Elixirs for now, just in case you guys want that video. Keeping the Flower Beauty Blush Balm. Unfortunately, I'm going to be keeping the Clean Fresh Cream Blushes. I mean, maybe they'll grow on me, but I'm gonna keep them just for reference of the drugstore liquid blush video that you guys may or may not want. Yeah, who approved this? Who approved this? This is like so metallic. I love my Undone Beauty cream blushes, so I'm keeping all 3 of them. I love them, and I'm getting some more sent in the mail. Undone Beauty reached out to me and wanted to know if I wanted to receive some products, so I'm looking forward to that. But I am going to get rid of my Florence ones. I never use these. I made a great video of Grateful Face of Florence by Mills, and I never used them. The only one I would consider keeping would be Zenzi. Maybe I will keep the Zenzi and get rid of this one, which is Glowing G. We'll do that. Oh my gosh, maybe I shouldn't. What? Why did that happen? If this is a sign, I don't need it. That was a sign. Another Believe beauty product that I just am going to get rid of. I just never use it. I only used it for the video, which is unfortunate, but I'm sure I will be able to rehome that. This shade from Revlon is Rose Balm, and it's very beautiful, so I am going to keep it. This is the NARS Multiple in Maui, and that's really pretty. I should use it more often. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it. I am going to get rid of my Burt's Bees All Aglow blush in the shade Sands. Yeah, it's just pretty oily, and I don't really need that. Just pretty oily. These little cream blushes are from AOA Studio, and although I never ever use them, they are only $1, and I kind of just feel like, you know, they're small, they take up such little space, and these are like kind of nice for reference. Maybe I should put them in that little thing. So I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep my Fenty Beauty Cream blush, so I'm gonna keep that. Keeping my Clinique Cheek Pop in Fig Pop. I love my Milani Baked Blush in Rose Dioro. I really like it. The packaging is so busted though. Like, yeah. I don't know. I think I should get rid of it because it's just like it's like kind of broken and it takes up a lot of room. I think it's time to get rid of this. So I am going to part ways with that. I'm going to be keeping both of my Morphe 2 Wander Tint Lip and Cheek Mousses. I have mine in Amaze and I have in Dream. So that is what Amaze looks like. And I'm keeping her, and this is what Dream looks like, and I'm keeping her as well. I have the Clinique Cheek Pop in Cola Pop. This is a beautiful shade as well. This as a like monochromatic look would be sick. I kind of want to do that. That would be a really great like wintry kind of look. So keeping that. Tower 28 blush, I'm keeping this blush. It's really pretty in the shade Magic Hour. So keeping that one. This is the Milk Cosmetics cream blush, and I believe it's in the shade Work, but it's not anywhere on the packaging. I'm gonna keep it though. I think it's really cute. I would have kept the bronzer if it was this size. So yeah, I'm gonna keep the blush. It's cute. I will be getting rid of my ColourPop Super Shock Shadow. This is in Yes She Did. Nothing wrong with the shade. It's very pretty. I just don't really love this formula for like a cheek product. I love the Super Shock shadows, but in terms of like a cheek product, I don't really love that formula on my cheeks. I'm keeping the Rare Beauty blush. I have mine in the shade Joy. Such a good blush. Such a good blush. Like, probably this blush and other Rare Beauty products will end up in my 2020 favorites. These are the e.l.f. blushes, and they're very shimmery. Here, I'll keep this one. I'll keep the one in Glowy Rose, and then I'll part ways with this one, which is Radiant Peach. So we'll do that. This is a Mented Cosmetics blush in Peach for the Stars. It's really pretty. Keeping it. PYT blush in the shade Hustle. This is really light. Did I get a different shade of this? I don't know. Keeping it just in case you guys on the off chance want that full face of PYT. This is the Neutrogena Healthy Skin Blends Sheer Highlighting Blush. I am going to keep it because I was trying out some Neutrogena products. So I'm just going to go ahead and keep this just to have, but I might get rid of it at a future time. NARS blush in Dulce Vita. I love it. Keeping my Honest Beauty blushes. This one is in Plum Berry, and then this one is in Rose Pink, and I'm keeping those. I really like them. And then I also have this Honest Beauty blush Lit Powder blush in the shade Frisky. And this is another one that's like pretty shimmery, but I am gonna keep it. I have this Bare Minerals Gen Nude blush in the shade Let's Go Nude. This is a really, really flattering blush color on me. It's not like it's not like a super like pink or like rosy. It's really like a nude blush. And I don't have another blush color like this, but unfortunately Bare Minerals stopped carrying this shade. So I don't know, I'm gonna keep it anyway. I do one day want to get a full face of Pacifica, so I am going to keep this blush. It's cute, it's in Wild Rose, but I do want to one day get a full face of Pacifica. I just need, you know, some more products. I am going to be keeping both of my Tarte Cosmetics blushes. This one is in the shade Risque, and then this one is in the shade Seduce. I recently got these Illamasqua blushes from Look Fantastic. I am definitely going to be keeping the Color Veil. I found this formula to be really interesting, and like the color is gorgeous, and I love how this like looks and wears on the cheek, so I'm definitely going to be keeping this. I think I'm going to see if my sister wants this powder blush. This is in the shade Hussy. It's just like a bit too bright pink for me, so I'm going to see if my sister wants this. And then I have the Illamasqua cream blush in the shade Dixie, which I am going to keep. I think that this is a cute color. It's like kind of like a peachy pink bright color. I think I would like it a little bit more in like the summertime, but I am going to keep it. I have two Era Perez Carrot Color Pots. I have this one in the shade Harmony, and then I have this one in the shade Healthy. I'm not going to keep both of them though. I am going to keep Healthy. I think this one is just like a bit too pale pink on me. So I'm going to keep Healthy, and I'm going to not keep Harmony. I have a Wander Beauty Double Date Lip and Cheek. I am going to keep it because I would like to do a full face of Wander Beauty like sometime soon, but I'm not like a huge fan of this blush specifically because of the color. It's just a bit too light for me, but I am going to keep it. Keeping this Wet n Wild blush. This is the Mellow Wine shade. It's really pretty, and I would like to do a full face of Wet n Wild coming up soon. This MAC blush I am keeping. It's in the shade Floor Power. This is my first MAC blush shade I ever got. This isn't the original one that I had because I like actually hit pan on it and like didn't have any more to like scrape away. And I just recently actually repurchased it, I think a year ago. So not super recent, but like kind of. And I recently repurchased it just to like have in my collection. and it is a really beautiful blush. So I am gonna keep it. I am actually not going to keep this Urban Decay face and lip tint. This is in the shade 1993. I thought I would love it. It's so oily. It is like so oily, shiny. I don't like it. So I'm going to get rid of it. I have this one in the shade Spicy. I have this one in the shade, wait, is that Dessert? Dessert Rose. And then I have this one in the shade Celebration, but I think that this is for your eyes. I am going to keep all three of these, although I do want to find a better way to use the cream, like liquid blushes. I don't love the look of these on my skin, but I really want to make them work for me because the Danessa Myricks products are like gorgeous. Like on her Instagram, the way that she uses the products, it like looks phenomenal every single time, and I'm like not sure what I'm doing wrong, but I know it's me, it's not the product. So keeping them, I'll figure something out. This, oh yeah, all right, I am going to get rid of my Juice Beauty blush. This is in the shade Blush. When I went to go swatch it, it felt gritty, so I am gonna get rid of it. Next, I have the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Blush in the shade Radiant Magenta. I'm definitely keeping this blush. My friend Courtney got me this blush, and she got it to me because years and years ago, like when I was probably still in middle school or something, I walked into an Ulta and I ended up having like a pretty lengthy conversation with one of the brand reps. It was an Urban Decay brand rep, and he was telling me how he used to be a brand rep for Hourglass, and we had like a great conversation. Me as a middle schooler who like loved makeup was like I just had so much fun talking to this grown man about makeup, and we were talking about Hourglass, and I was like, oh, I would love to own Hourglass one day. I was a middle schooler, like I could not afford Hourglass. And he was like, oh, okay, like the Radiant Magenta shade would look gorgeous on you. And it was always my dream to own this shade because that guy told me that Radiant Magenta would look gorgeous on me, and it does. It happens to look very beautiful. So thank you, Courtney, for gifting me that product so I could finally see what it looked like on me. This is the Chantecaille Cheek Jelly blush, and I have mine in the shade, I think it's Vibrant. I remember not loving this. I do not like that color. That is like weird. That is a weird color. My camera is flashing that the battery is going to be dying soon. I have this MAC blush in the shade Lovejoy. It is a mineralized blush. I really should consider using it more often. It's gorgeous, so I am going to put it in my keep pile. I have an Ilia Color Haze multi-matte pigment, and this is in the shade Waking Up. I also have this other Ilia cheek in the shade At Last. I really should use these ones more often. These were also very beautiful. I have this Chantecaille blush in the shade Emotion. I am going to keep it. It has a little bee on it. Very beautiful blush. I also have this Perricone No Makeup blush. Should I keep it? I don't know. Okay, yeah. Right now I'm gonna keep it. Very pretty. I have all of these Bite Beauty multi-sticks. I got these on super duper sale. I think I'm gonna keep every single one of them. I'm gonna swatch real quick. These are so purple. I'm going to go ahead and keep all of them. They're multi-stick. I just need to use them more often. So I ended up swapping the drawer that I used for cream and the drawer that I used for powder, and I'm putting my cream products in the powder drawer, and I'm putting the powder products in the cream drawer. The reason why I did that is because I just tend to use way more cream products than powder products, and I was noticing like with my desk setup that it was kind of annoying to have to like get up to get any of the cream products that I wanted. So this will just be a lot easier, but truthfully, like these drawers were the same exact size. Truthfully, I am so surprised I was able to declutter so much because there is so much more room now. My cream drawer before was so overwhelming, and I was like, I don't even know what I have anymore just because I have so much. but this is going to work out so much better for me. I also love that I like immediately know where my Daniel Sandler blushes are, because before, like, these were one of like the newer purchases that I had, and they were kind of like sitting on top of all the mess, and it was really hard for me to like find them and stuff. This works so much better, and even the powder drawer is so much less cluttered. This is amazing. I like actually have like room in the back now, and I can see everything really well. I'm so much more happy with it. That is going to be it for my declutter today though. Hopefully this video isn't too long. I have a feeling it will be because there's like multiple different parts of it. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this declutter, and hopefully it influenced you guys to maybe declutter one of your spaces. But that is going to be it for me today. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you aren't already subscribed, definitely go ahead and do so, and hopefully I see you next time.